Coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's about the 3rd, and hey, I told you we were going to wake up to sun one of these days, and today's the day. It's supposed to be up to mid-50s today. May 3rd. It's kind of cool for the way it should be, but a lot of I'm realizing that a lot of this is rye, and this is rye that I planted last fall, right? So I'll turn it around so you can revel in its beauty. Okay, and I planted it side of the wire. And I got to be careful where I stand out here because my reception's not good. But see that poly wire right there? Just this side of the huts. Those huts are portable, so they move around. On the other side, I had planted a chaos garden last summer, and that's where I planted everything that didn't go in the garden. You know, all the stuff, all the seeds that we weren't sure about, we mislabeled, weren't sure how old they were. We just got them all planted over there, and it became like a jungle of things. There was corn, there was beans, peas, everything was over there. A to Z. There was arugula and there was zucchini, right? So everything. And the pigs were, I kept the pigs off of this. I cultivated this real quick, and then threw out rye. It got up maybe half an inch or an inch. And the last 2 days, we've had this, this just gross weather, raining, just raining. And now today, sun. So I knew this was coming. See, so what I'm saying is my mindset is like, I love this rain. I love this rain. I'm joyous rain and joyous cold temperatures. Because I know, hey, it's going to be hot here soon. And I think we kind of look forward to these days, but there's got to be a way to appreciate those rain days too. And so I had stuff that I needed to do in the shop to get ready for. We're putting poultry out tomorrow, and that's getting old. Keeps disconnecting. So I'm going to move off this spot, but I thought you'd want to see that. And I'm going to come back, maybe when I think it's something that you ought to see. Show you one more time the height of it right now. I actually have 3 fields like this. This is the smallest one. This is the smallest one. I have another full acre going over that way that I let go to head, and then we put the turkeys on it when it's time for harvest, and then they glean a lot of grain off of it. And it works out pretty good. I don't plant that one every year. I just help it. I seed it a little bit, and it seeds itself. This one, once we turn the sows over here, it'll be right before they're going to farrow. So I'll move the huts over first and then turn them into it. So they'll have a nice clean area to farrow in, and lots of grass to eat, lots of roots to dig up. They will dig this whole thing up. So make no mistake, when you're planting for pigs, you want them to dig. That's their way. They're happy when they're digging. They love to dig. And I think some people think you can put them on pasture and they'll just eat like cows, but that's not the reality of it. They like to dig. So there you go. I got one other thing to show right now that I have to show you today before I leave. So stand by. There's something else I really wanted to show you guys. Chicken season is upon us, and we haven't put chickens out yet, but we'll be doing that tomorrow. But this is how our system works. This is our brooder system, and I think this is interesting to see. Okay, that's the brooder house. There's no floor in that house, right? So the brooder was right here, and these chicks are 4 weeks old, so they're not really chicks anymore. So there's about as many out here as there is in there, and they're kind of tight. But we had rain the last couple of days, and this is where they were. You know, this is where this whole setup was here this morning. And of course, the puppy just, that's a good place to lay down. Yeah, probably warm. So this is the bedding pack. You can see how thick that is. And then this is the manure pack, I guess. There was no bedding out here. That's all just pure manure. So tonight when I get home, I'm going to just rake this. I'll start to rake it, I'll get it raked up on top of there. That bedding pack, if I set the bucket on the loader, I can just skim that right off and then rake it up a little bit, and not a problem. It's not like there's going to be a big bare spot there or anything. It'll grow back with a vengeance. So this is right in our backyard. And we did this because, boy, when we got these chicks, maybe they're 5 weeks old, there was snow, right? So we had to clear a spot, move it onto it, fire up the hover heater, and I think out of 250, I think Rachel lost 4. So it was fairly, that's a success rate. That's a good success rate. And these chickens there's 3 different types in here. There's the white ones are the white mountain vantris. The red ones are the Freedom Rangers, which have become our new favorite. They take a little longer, but you get used to the meat. It's really good. And then there's silkies. And I don't know why they are in here. I don't know why they got ordered. You'd have to ask somebody else about that. There's a silky right there. Why would anybody want a chicken like that? But I think it's also interesting to note that chickens are the descendants of dinosaurs. Remember, anyone can farm.